receiving touchdown on the year.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. And after the extra point, they're now down 21-7. That one's going to get a little star marked beside it on the play sheet. One play, explosive, touchdown just like that. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. He'll bring it out. It's Matthews. Knocked down right at the 25, and I guess he breaks even, bringing it out of the end zone. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. On the run, it's Thomas. Forges ahead, picks up about 3 to the 29. The Bruins headed quickly to the line.
And that wasn't a big game, but look at the offense. Right back on the ball, ready to call a play, ready to go fast.
I think that was an example of the offensive coordinator trying to help out his quarterback. He's trying to keep these third downs manageable. You know, you throw the ball on second down and it's incomplete. Now you've set up third and long, and now you're set up to fail.
Crosses to 45. And the big gain, and they've got it on the 46.
And this guy's going to have to come through for you in this game. He picks up another first down, but he's your Heisman contender. He's the best player on your football team, and he's a guy that's just going to have to touch the ball a lot in this game if you're going to win.
And the Bruins, after ripping off that huge run, let's see if they can do it again. To the air, it's Iamaleava. Fires to the wideout. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Bruins!
How explosive is this offense, right? They rev it up so quickly. Speed, playmaking ability, versatility, running, throwing, NFL talent all over the place. And after that last touchdown, they've already blown this game wide open. Guys, we're not even through the first quarter yet.
They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. He'll bring it out. It's Abrams. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. They'll try to put a drive together, starting from their own 12. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. Showing off the arm. Gets it out just short of the 20, out of bounds at the 19-yard line, and a little more room to operate.
And it's really nice, whether it's RPO or not, is having a defensive line that stones the offensive line, takes away the gaps. It doesn't matter what your read is if you're winning up front on that defensive line.
The Gators can really attack on this second and short. They'll move the tight end. Second down, they'll go to the air. Finds his man, it's Ball. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. Well, he comes up with the reception, but not a lot of room to run after that.
Yeah, and I like the QB doing this. I mean, I'm going to find ways to give him the football and see if he can make a miss. And I'm going to bet most of the time that my guy is a little bit more athletic than that defensive guy. Defense won this battle, but I like trying to get this guy the ball in space.
The Gators are at the line trying to move the sticks on third and short. 153. To the air, it's Lagway. Serious arm strength on that third down pass, but it's incomplete.
Third and short like that on your own side of the field, you're just looking for a quick hitter. You're trying to get the ball out of your hand quickly, but the timing completely off there for the offense, and the ball falls incomplete.
They kick it away on 4th down. Now on the return. And the punt team able to smack it to the ground.
And the UCLA offense will take over 1st and
10. They'll start this drive 60 yards in front of them from their own 40. Wants to throw on 1st down. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Thomas.
Defense has their hands full with this one. I know he's not the biggest guy playing the running back position right now, but they know he's going to be catching it too, and they're going to have to bring this guy down in space. In the passing game, they better make sure they get a lot of hats to the football. They've got their hands full.
Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. Couldn't ask for much more there. A 1st down, and they're down to the 42.
That's a 1st down for the offense. That's the end of the 1st quarter.
This could be a pivotal moment in this game as we open the 2nd period and they try to find a way to answer. They've got a 1st down here to open the period. Wants to throw. It's Iamaleava. Hit hard as he released the ball on that 1st down pass, and it never had a chance.
This QB has been so comfortable all day long. Obviously having a ton of success. You've got to affect him. You've got to put some hits on those body blows so you can make him wear out and physically feel you. This is the first time really getting to him. This defense needed this bad.
Finds his tight end. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Well, you know who's got to love this offense picking up so many 1st downs? It's their own defense. David, I know you loved playing on teams with great offenses.
The Bruins are marching down the field. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
Yeah, and you just wonder if the defense now is taking out some frustration. Obviously, they've been getting lit up all over the place. And that time, they finally gave it back to the offense there. Really nice, big, clean hit. This defense needs a little bit more of that as the game goes on.
Going to swing it on 2nd down. Throws to the wideout. It's caught. So close to that end zone. He could almost taste it, but it'll be 1st and goal for this offense.
Man, this quarterback is having himself a day. Over 200 yards in the 1st half. It was hard enough for Palmer to get over 200 in a game, more or less in a 1st half.
And the Bruins trying to pay off the threat on 1st and goal. And the pressure gets him back at the 8-yard line.
And that is just what you want. You get a 1st and goal situation defensively, and you can get a sack and get a good loss, put them out of an easy running situation. Nice job by the defense.
Motion from the back. Scanning the field. It's Iamaleava. It's picked off. 13th time he's done that this year.
That is one the quarterback is going to want to have back. It's touchdowns or it's checkdowns once you get down to the red zone. You can't get too aggressive and greedy trying to fit the football into small windows, and as a result, QB throws a pick.
They are backed up. Defense smelling blood as this drive starts at the 5. Caught over the middle. It's Sturdivant.
I'll tell you, man, I love quarterbacks that have arm talent, but that can throw it accurately at the same time, and you saw all of it on that end route.
And the Gators with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Making side adjustments here. Wants to fire on 2nd down. Looking to the big tight end. It's caught downfield. They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's 1st down. Few teams improved over the second half of last season as much as Florida. And Jesse, the biggest reason, the play of the young quarterback, DJ Lagway.
He was just unflappable a year ago, Reese, as a true freshman. You saw that on the field, but even in my time sitting down and meeting with him, he just has a poise and a demeanor and a confidence that you don't see very often in college. This is a different type of dude, and they're expecting him to take the next level, and with that, this program carrying it on their shoulders.
Just keeps slinging it. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
You just need to have more efficiency in the passing game. This guy completed exactly 50% of his throws the last game out. Not good enough. And he's below that number in this game. Still not good enough.
To throw, it's Lagway. Quick completion on the out. And he'll be tackled, but there is a flag on the field. A very productive play until it was wiped out by that penalty, and they'll go back to work. Line getting set on 2nd down. Back to pass. Get it out to the supersonic guy. And job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup.
Ooh, and that was close for the offense. They try to go wide receiver screen. They're counting on that receiver beating that defender. Wasn't able to make him miss that time, but if I'm on offense, I'm going back to that play later.
On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. And it's incomplete despite some serious arm strength shown there.
Wow, the quarterback got away with one there. He's lucky that defender dropped that pass, because if he picks it, he might have taken that one to the house.
The Gators will try to convert on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. And they can't connect, and the gamble does not work out. Really important for a ranked team going into a hostile environment like this one, not to give the underdog reason to believe.
Yes, reason to believe, and don't give the fans reason to get jacked up and excited. Come out early, be in a business mode mindset.
You got to start fast. You got to have a sense of urgency. You cannot come sleepwalking into an environment like this, because if you do and you make some mistakes, this crowd will pounce on you and seize momentum.
And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
The defense is able to finally stop this guy, but he has been on fire. We're only in the 2nd quarter, and he has been absolutely lighting it up in this one. Nice job that time, defense, but you know this guy's going to get a lot more carries.
Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. To the air, it's Iamaleava. Safe completion on the screen. Oh, he's got some space. Wrestled out of bounds. They'll mark him at the 7-yard line, and this offense is more than threatening.
This guy already has a touchdown. He almost had his second right there. You saw how good he is after he has the ball in his hands. Great job by the quarterback. A, finding him, B, getting it to him quickly, and then his speed and his God-given ability does the rest. He's got his offense in great field position.
And that big gainer on the last one has them threatening from inside the 10. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. From the gun, looking for a man. The sweet feet keeping the play alive. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. The 50, the 40, the 30. Inside the touchdown, Florida. The defense putting points on the board.
And we're going to talk about the guy who caught that and returned it for the touchdown. But how about the pressure on the quarterback? You've got to get ways to be physical with him and make him uncomfortable. Nice job hitting him as he's throwing with the football. And then, obviously, the interception and 6 points.
They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. And there will be no return on this one as the ball bounds into the end zone. Starts from their own 25-yard line. Gets the back moving. Dropping back, it's Iamaleava. It's complete on the right side. They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5. The Bruins will hustle to the line. Out of the gun, the running back has it. Found a little space, and he's got 4 to the 35.
And, you know, when we talk about great third down defenses, it really starts with them getting stops on 1st and 2nd down. You've got to get those stops early in the drives to set up 3rd and long, so that's a missed opportunity on that 2nd down by this defense.
The noise is deafening, trying to make sure only the Gators get out of the swamp on 3rd down. They'll try to get it through the air. Just a short pass to the tight end. And the Bruins get enough for the 1st down.
Listen, at this point, the end of the 1st half, you're trying to generate some points. 1st downs are the most important thing. So a really good job there converting on that 3rd. I love the decision by the quarterback. You kind of wonder, though, are they going to want to be a bit more aggressive and maybe start taking some more shots and attack?
I know that shot down the field was incomplete, but you got to keep taking shots. Those receivers love to go deep. Gives them a breath of fresh air. They get more excitement, and they're going to the quarterback with a little bit more juice because you know you're feeding them. So I would keep taking deep shots down the field.
Back to pass on 2nd down. That pass is incomplete.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder, but they're snapping the football, everybody being on time. Man, this crowd really affecting the football game.
On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. He's going for it all. He's got it inside the 30. Off and running. 10. Touchdown, UCLA! He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him.
This offense is really dangerous because of the weapons they have on the perimeter of the field. And you're seeing they go to these guys early, and they try to give them opportunities in one-on-one situations and vertically down the field. 2 passing touchdowns now early for this offense.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Gentlemen, want to jump in and let you know what's going on in this top 25 showdown. Georgia Tech will need to mount a comeback, but those fans that were there when Calvin Johnson was a 2-time All-American know this game is not over. They're trailing by 11 to Pittsburgh. We'll circle back if anything big happens you should know about.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Back to throw, it's Flagway. The safe call on the wide receiver screen. At midfield, he's got room. He'll go out of bounds inside the 40. They'll mark it at the 39.
And what a massive play for the offense. Not only getting the football across the 50, but they've now put themselves in position to steal a few more points here before the half.
To the air on first down. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall.
There he goes. Gets it all the way inside the 20-yard line to the 19 before being hauled down.
And that's why this guy is such a weapon in this offense, because you don't have to throw it far downfield. Just get the ball in his hands. He catches it close to the line of scrimmage, but look what he was able to do after the catch. He gets an explosive play for this offense.
He let that thing fly quickly, but he couldn't make the connection.
Tight ends are supposed to be the quarterback's security blanket, especially down here in the red zone, and that time, he just dropped it.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Second down, they'll go to the air. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. The Gators want to move quickly. Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. Finds his big tight end. Stopped at the 3, but it'll be enough to give them a first and goal. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. And now a chance not only to cut into the lead, but play it just right, and maybe the other team doesn't even get a chance to answer. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
And that is the play this defense had to have. Did you look in the secondary right there? I mean, he was open, guys. Like, that would have been a touchdown, and this defense got to the quarterback, hit him as he's throwing the football, forced the errant pass, and dodged a bullet.
Looking to throw, it's Flagway. Unleashes to the end zone. Touchdown, Gators! Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board.
And I'm not going to say that was a must-score, but that was a must-score. And this offense delivers right before the half. Everything's starting to pick up. Hopefully, now you build some momentum. You cut it to a 2-score game. Got to build on this momentum in the second half.
21.
Fielded in the end zone, it's Matthews. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Unloads to the wideout. A strike downfield. They get him out of bounds. Couple of yards short of midfield. They'll mark it at the 48, and this offense is rolling. Looking downfield on first down. Fires to the wideout. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming.
Well, this offense has gone his way early and often in this game. They've gotten into a nice rhythm. That time, though, the defense was expecting to throw going his way. They put a really nice hit on him to force the incompletion.
The offense quickly calls timeout to stop the clock.
Timeout, UCLA.
Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Looking to throw, it's Iamaleava. Shoots it to the left. He's got it. They bring him down, but not before he gets a first down at the 35. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for one or two more plays. The Bruins have it with a 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. Pass is incomplete, and we dwindle down to 7 seconds.
It seemed like there may have been a miscommunication there between the QB and receiver, just not on the same page.
Or will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? They'll throw again after the incompletion. Buys a little extra time. Going right and going deep. And a big play on the outside. What a job to keep those feet in bounds and get the completion. That's the end of the 2nd quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update. And the Bruins will kick it off to start the 2nd half. That might be overdoing it, keeping it away from the return man as the kickoff goes out of bounds. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty.
Let's go. Right. Single.
Back to pass, it's Lagway. Looking left. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't hook up.
Well, in that last deep shot, it looked to me like the quarterback probably forced that ball into coverage. But can you really blame him, guys? I mean, these two have already hooked up for 2 touchdowns in the game. If I'm him, I'm thinking the same thing. Even when he's covered, he's open. He's shown the ability to climb the ladder and make contested catches, so I don't mind him taking another shot there.
2nd down, he'll throw it. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They had been trying all game long different ways to affect him. Weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy, and that's why the ball falls incomplete.
On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. He'll try to do it himself. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one. A famous writer once said, most men lead lives of quiet desperation. Here is a desperate move. Going for it on 4th down, trailing by double figures. Drop the football, and they'll turn it over on downs. They spun that wheel of fortune on 4th down and come up bankrupt. The UCLA offense is back on the field, ready to go to work. They'll leave it with him. And he'll pick up 1. It brings up 2nd and 9. The Bruins racing to the line in the hurry-up.
Defense came into this one knowing they were going to see some tempo. They've got to get the call from the sidelines, get it communicated, get lined up.
Looking for a man. It's Iamaleava. Now he's going to glide away from pressure. And he just chucks it into the fourth row.
Good decision by the QB. You're outside the pocket. You're trying to find an open target. No one's open. Throw it away and live to play another day.
This crowd unhinged, trying to make sure the Gators don't back down on third down. Oh, they're after him. Got his man downfield. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33. It's a 1st and 10.
The defense has got to be able to make a play at some point here in the second half. You're down 2 possessions. You need to steal a possession badly. You need to have a takeaway. The coverage is going to have to be way tighter than on that last throw. Otherwise, this offense is just going to go up and down the field.
Shoved out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 15-yard line, and this offense is doing work.
It's a nice play call there. You've got 2-possession lead. You're trying to keep the defense guessing, right? Because you've got that lead, they know you're going to run it, but you still have got to be able to sprinkle in some shot plays and some vertical throws. That was really, really good thinking on that last play call by the offense.
And I'm not surprised they're letting him throw the football down here near the end zone. Like, that dude's been really, really good. And you can trust him. They trust him in this offense. Great job by this defense playing the pass, breaking on the football, and making sure he doesn't get another touchdown.
From the gun, running back gets to give. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity. This crowd knows when to bring it. Looking for a man. It's Iamaleava. Here comes the heat. Lets it go to the end zone. It's incomplete, and this ought to be a boost of confidence for this defense, getting a stop against these guys on third down. And it looks as if they're going to try a field goal. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. Smashes it between the uprights. And now the lead is even bigger. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Interesting matchup this week in the Mountain West, and it sure is playing out that way. Baylor is having its way offensively, just marching up and down the field at a breathtaking pace. They're up by 21 over Arizona. The Mountain West likes to keep things interesting, fellas, and we'll circle back if anything big happens.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Opening play of this drive will come from their own 23. First play of the drive wants to throw. Those two failed to make the connection. It's an incomplete pass.
If I'm the offensive coordinator right here, man, I'm trying to find some easy gimmies. I'm trying to find a way to make this offense easier right now because everything seems hard. Like last week too, man, just completion percentage is not great. This offense is just not moving like it should, and they got to find some ways to make this thing easier.
He'll try it again on 2nd and 10. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
And we need more of this from this defense, man. They have let this guy have too much time to throw the football. They haven't gotten that jersey dirty yet, haven't sacked him. But this is just as good as a sack. Getting to him, hitting him, letting him feel the physicality of this game, and not letting him feel comfortable.
To the air, it's Lagway. Throws for the tight end. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. And the Gators will send out the punt unit. Hauls it in, looking for space. Lowers that shoulder, delivers the blow. What a return there. Found a little running room and put his team in great position. offense. They had to settle for the chip shot field goal last time, Jesse. They'd love for this one to pay off bigger.
Yeah, it just comes down to execution, too. Did a nice job out in the field.
Touchdown, Bruins! And the stomping has commenced. Like a Thanksgiving turkey. They're just being carved. No shot. They have no idea how to get in this quarterback's head.
He's on fire. Everything he's doing, he's working defensively. We got to figure something out. We got to try to do something a little bit different, bring more pressure. At this rate, shoot, he's on so much fire, you might as well just send everybody. Blitz everybody, live with the results, because everything else ain't working anyways.
Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. We'll see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. Going right to work up top. He rifles one deep down the right side. Pulls it in down the sideline. And they pick up a better than 30 yards on that completion before the defense brings him down.
And, man, it has got to be so rewarding as an offensive coordinator when your play call perfectly counters the defense's call. And that's exactly what we saw there. That play targeted the coverage's biggest weak spot, and it led to a wide-open receiver.
Might be calling a hot route. Back to pass. It's Lagway. Fires to the middle. And they weren't able to make the connection. They were looking for an explosive play.
Well, you knew you were going to see it in this game, throwing the go route to one of the fastest players in all of college football. This receiver strikes fear in the heart of every defense because he's got elite track speed. He's going to blow the...
Touchdown, Florida! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. This is like a baseball pitcher that can't miss. He is just pounding the strike zone.
It just gets in the zone, right? And you can't miss. You've seen quarterbacks get like that no matter what they do. They're on fire. They're
throw to the end zone, picked off.
I love the coverage by the defense right here. Great job getting up in their space. Nothing easy down here for a 2-point conversion. The interception was just gravy.
45, Florida, 27.
Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. Fielded in the end zone. It's Matthews. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13.
First and 10.
Opening play of this drive comes from the 13-yard line. Using his legs, it's Thomas. Moving past the 25. A little more space. Open up that playbook even more as they pick up the first down out to the 30.
How about the defense trying to slow this dude down? He's a Heisman contender for a reason. He's so difficult to tackle, and what a challenge. All week long, they knew that they had to key on this guy and really try to at least limit him if they were going to win.
Man, this dude's flown by 200, flown by 300, and now thrown by 400. Almost 450 yards in the ball game. This dude has been on point.
From the 44-yard line, the offense snaps it on first down. Dropping back, it's Iamaleava. Here's a heat. And a flag flies as the pass is incomplete. Let's see who it's on. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. After the shower of flags, it's 1st and 15 for this offense. Sends it back in motion. The snap sets up to throw. Fires to the big fella. Hauled down, but they'll move the stick 6 as he picks up the first down. And the Bruins want to crank the tempo.
I don't know if this defense knows what just hit them because they gave up the completion, they gave up a first down, and now here's the offense back up at the line of scrimmage again, going tempo.
Wants to go up top on first down. Uncorks one to the middle. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
Man, if you're going to win games, you have got to hit on the home run type plays, and that was a great opportunity right there. The receiver has got to be able to look that football in and make the catch.
They'll go back to the air on second down. Bought a little time, lets it go. Got a man, it's Marshall. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play. They'll try to power their way ahead. They are on the move as they pick up the first down. They'll spot it at the 28.
That has got to be so demoralizing for the defense. You haven't been able to stop this guy all game long. And here on third down, they're handing it off to him anyway because they don't think you can stop it. This defense right now, you see a lot of people hanging their heads a little bit because they're not playing with tons of confidence.
Headed to the end zone. Touchdown, UCLA. And the punishment has been extended.
Number 18.
How about the day for this young fella? That's a 4-game stretch. Nope, 4 touchdowns in 1 game. He has been the focal point of this offense, and he has not disappointed.
And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further.
That makes the score UCLA.
They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. Here's the return from inside his 10. A rather ill-advised move that leaves his team in the hole. He's out of bounds at his own 4.
Wow, they narrowly avoid disaster there. They fumble the kick return, and if that goes to the other team, all the momentum is no longer with them. So a nice job being able to pounce back on that, and the head coach breathing a huge sigh of relief.
Looking downfield, it's Flagway. Complete to the right. How about that effort to get it out across the 20? They'll mark it at the 21. It's a first down. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Looking to throw on first down. The screen, he can go. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few. So now it's second and long.
This is no surprise to defenses anymore. Everybody throws wide receiver screens, and you could tell they were ready for it. They saw the quick game. They pounced on it, got the wide receiver on the ground. That's not the first time they've seen that route.
They've already punted 4 times in this game, and they're about to run the guy out there for a 5th time if they don't pick up the first down here. He makes a catch. Breaks into the open. Just making a huge play, and he sets him up all the way down at the 14. The entire complexion of this possession changed on that one play. Now they've got it 1st and 10 inside the 20. Makes the catch. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. To the air on second down. Going for 6. Knocked away, incomplete, and quarters get tight in the red zone.
And this QB's got to find his rhythm. Like, he's out of sorts right now. He's out of sync. The ball's not coming out on time. The ball's not in rhythm. The receivers and quarterbacks and tight ends have got to get on the same page, man. This offense has got to get something going positive because they've just been struggling through the air.
Keeps it on the draw. And he's forced out of bounds close to the goal line, and that shove saved a touchdown. 1 more quarter to play, and it might be unlikely, but hey, it's college football. Comebacks happen.
27.
Starting off this quarter close enough to smell the goal line. Trying to bully their way in. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And that's exactly what you want to do as a defense, man. You want to get penetration and not let that tank get downhill. Because when he gets downhill at that weight and that size, it could be a problem for your defense. Get him before he gets started.
Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? Dropping back, it's Lagway. Bringing the heat. Touchdown, Gator! And they take it in for 6 more points. Having a playmaker like that can get the offense out of just about any situation.
There ain't no doubt. He can roll right, he can roll left, he can do whatever he wants, buy time and throw the football, but you have to defend everything. You have to defend pass, you have to defend run, and you have to defend plays that aren't even called. So good luck stopping this cat.
He wisely lets that one bounce through the back of the end zone, and they'll take over at the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. He'll start this drive going to the air. Under fire. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down.
And it's nice to be a QB in this spot. He's had a great day, man. Like, great day. They've built a huge lead now. Incompletion's okay. Just take care of the football. Don't throw that thing to the other team.
On 2nd down, he'll try to make the connection. Makes the grab. Still on his feet at the 45. Found a seam on the left. Touchdown, Bruins. And the route is on. You can see it on the sideline. They've built a comfortable 4th quarter lead, and they know they're going to go 11-0.
And this offense continuing to put up points. This game's out of reach. You know you're going to win, but still throwing the football, still finding that connection. I imagine there'll be some salty handshakes at the end of this game.
Kickoff unit getting some extra work as this lead has really grown. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. Offense in an empty set. Looking downfield, it's Lagway. Pocket breaking down. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Man, do I love being a defensive lineman in games like today when you know you got to go get the quarterback. Like, they're down on the other side. They have to throw the football. Only chance they have to get back in. I'm playing the pass every time, pinning my ears back and going to get the quarterback.
Going downfield for the big play. Makes a grab right down the middle. And he's brought down after a huge completion.
Well, I'll give this offense some credit because they've got a lot of fight. There is no quit in them, and they're obviously trailing by a big amount in this game. They haven't had a lot of success, but they're still taking shots, and their players are still out there competing.
Well, the quarterback can make a big play when he starts moving around. Couldn't find anybody to throw to. He'll just toss it away. It'll be 2nd down.
It's going to be difficult for this offense, man. Just where are they going to find the plays? You can tell the defense sitting back. They're playing nickel. They're playing dime. So you need some receivers to step up, make some yards after the catch.
Turning it on. Inside the 20-yard line. Pushed out at the 18, and they're in business. The Gators look to keep this drive humming. They're in the red zone, and they'll pass it. And that one's incomplete.
At this point in the game in the fourth quarter, it is going to be tough for this offense to get some completions here because now, trailing by this much, the defense is expecting pass and they're putting a whole bunch of extra DBs on the field to help them out in coverage.
Gonna look downfield again. He's got him this time. That completion gets them inside the 10, and the defense is running out of room to defend. Looking to throw, it's Lagway. And it's incomplete, deflected, knocked away by the D.
It's a nice adjustment by the defense here. With a big lead in the game, you're putting extra DBs on the field, knowing the offense has to throw to get back in this one in the fourth quarter. So your best cover guys on the field, and they force an incompletion on the last one.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. They won't let him in. He had a nose for that end zone, but he will be stopped short. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Now it's 3rd and goal. From the gun, wants to pass. Touchdown, Florida! Quick strike through the air for the score.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. If we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not, so being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
Not much drives more anxiety than waiting to see if the hands team can corral the onside kick, and they do. The UCLA offense is back on the field, ready to go to work. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute it.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
They'll send the back in motion. Looking to pass. It's Iamaleava. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
And this offensive line's got to do a little better job, man. You've got to give your quarterback time to go through his progressions, from go to 1 to 2, and then maybe make a play. And he goes off of his first target, and you can tell he did not have much time getting hit as he's trying to throw the football. You've got to protect your quarterback.
On 4th down, trying to find his man. Moving, keeping the eyes downfield. He'll get rid of it. And it's picked off for the 3rd time today. And they'll get him down after a solid return.
The most frustrating thing I see in football is when teams give up and they quit and they wave the white flag. It drives me nuts. You're on the field. Your job is to stop them. It doesn't matter what the scoreboard is. It doesn't matter how much time is left. Keep fighting. Keep grinding. You never know what can happen. Maybe you get hot. Maybe you make an all-time comeback.
He'll start this drive firing. Interception, and things are going from bad to worse. Never had a chance to get rolling after the pick, but he gives them the ball in prime field position at the 40.
And as a defensive lineman late in the game, man, when you know it's past, you're pinning your ears back, trying to get to the quarterback, and DBs are trying to do this. Pad them stats, get the INT. Nice job by this D.
Wasting no time throwing on this drive. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
I'm a little bit surprised they're still throwing the football here this late in the game with this kind of lead. They're on 1st down. taking a shot, falls incomplete, but obviously they're still seeing matchups that they want to take advantage of in the back end of this defense, so they're letting it fly.
Just about had another one picked off. They have been way too reckless with the football, throwing it away 3 times already.
This quarterback has thrown a lot of picks. I don't know if he's just not seeing the field right or he's just trying to force too many throws. That should have been number 4 right there, but the defender dropped it.
Here they come, facing 3rd and long from the 40. Send the tight end in motion. Back to throw, it's Iamaleava. Going for the big play. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on.
Well, the offense has had their way all game long up to this point. Finally, the defense is able to make a play. And I'll tell you, after that hit, that receiver is going to be thinking twice about running that route again.
They already have a comfortable lead up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Release to the back. And it is another interception. Just a terrible struggle for this quarterback.
And some guys just have a knack of finding the football, and he is one of them. Like, you can just tell when the ball's in the air, he's like, that is mine. His second big game-changing play in this football game.
They're going to throw it to start the drive. Here's the pressure. And he dropped it, just didn't look the thing all the way in.
And I absolutely love what this defense is doing, man. You know exactly what time it is. You've got a big lead. They're going to have to throw the football. So more nickels, more dimes, bring the speed on the field, and get ready to play the pass.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. Throws to the wideout. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. 3rd down coming. And now let's see if the offense can bail itself out after the 2nd down misfire. Wants to adjust the pattern. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Blasted as he lets it go. They get him corralled, but not until he's in the red zone. They'll mark it at the 14.
And this offense has got to kick it in high gear now. Making a big play, that is great, but we got to go up-tempo. We got to go fast. We're trailing big in this ball game. We got to put a lot of drives together and maybe even get lucky with an onside kick.
Throws to the tight end. And it's picked off at the goal line. Let's see if this offense can get out of a hole as they start this drive at their own 8. They'll keep it on the ground, trying to milk the clock. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. The Bruins moving quickly to the line. Quickly out to the tight end. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. It'll be 3rd and long. Back to throw. It's Iamaleava. Dumps it to the back. He just missed the target on that one. Got to put it on his body. They already have a comfortable lead up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on 4th down. Right down the middle. And that makes 5 interceptions in this one. The nightmare is alive. Well, they didn't let him get loose for a big return, but he still made the big play, and they'll take over at the 17. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. Not a lot to feel great about in this one, Jesse, but I'm sure they'll try to seek out some positives.
Well, this might be an opportunity, too, Reese, to go back when they want.
Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Gators!
The one thing you know about this offense, they're going to keep fighting, right? They're down on the scoreboard right now, but they're trying everything they can. Nice job there, finding a way to score that touchdown. And listen, We've seen crazier things happen before in college football. This thing ain't over until there's zeros on the clock.
That's why they call them the hands team. They're able to secure the onside kick. UCLA will go back to work on offense. The defense made a play with that interception to set them up. Now to see if they can cash it in. Smashes him with the stiff arm. They finally get him stopped, and this veteran junior running back comes up with a nice play. Offense has it at the 28 on first down. Throwing right. And they won't make the connection, looking to make a big play there.
Well, quarterback trying to get aggressive, trying to take a shot deep down the field, but just not on the same page with his wide receiver as the pass falls incomplete.
Backed up now, here's second and long. To the air, it's Iamaleava. Under fire. Bought a little time, lets it go. Got a man, it's Thomas. Powers through the defender. He'll be out of bounds, he'll mark it at the 24.
Listen, running backs are not just running backs anymore. You're going to be a wide receiver in today's football. And a great job sneaking out of the backfield, getting the football, letting them get some positive yards.
The noise is deafening, trying to make sure only the Gators get out of the swamp on third down. Got enough to move the sticks. First down from the 17. And the Bruins in the hurry-up. Wants to throw on first down. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion.
A good job by this defense. Great job in the secondary. Eyes on the quarterback. They took away the first option, made him go to option 2, made him go through his progression, and then they got time to get home and get a hit on the quarterback.
Looking to fire. Got his man. He goes out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. Boy, they love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on first and goal. Looking to throw on third. Grabbed behind the line. It's Woods. He did not make it a stone wall on third down. The Bruins will try to pick it up on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Gets rid of it. Oh, he dropped it. He just lost his concentration and didn't look it all the way in. Desperately wanted to keep the ball, but they did not. Opening play of this drive comes from the 11. One man in the backfield, and he gets it. And he's able to shed one tackle, but still just a very short gain. When we get to the offseason and they start having coaching clinics, they're going to roll this game tape back to show both offenses.